I'm Greg.
And I'm Billy.
And we're the Fuji Guys. Fuji Guys are going to show you our brand new JZ model this year. Now, before I start the video, Billy, I just want to mention that a lot of the colors here that this camera is available, you may not necessarily find in every single market that you're looking to buy this camera. So different countries carry different colors, but we're showing all the colors of the JZ. The JZ, although it's an entry-level camera at a very reasonable price, it's got some fairly advanced features. So Billy's going to take you through the camera in a moment and show you where all the buttons are and what they do on this first look video. But just some general things about the JZ cameras. We've really improved the speed of operation of this camera, firstly. We've improved the picture quality. We've improved the screen quality. And so just really all those things in general, there's been an increase in quality level.
All the specs have been bumped up.
All the specs as well.
And not at a higher price either, too.
Right. So great entry-level camera, great looking design. Billy's going to take us around all the different sides, but mainly this is for an entry-level user and a user that's not satisfied with a 3 or 5 times zoom. This is an 8 times zoom, so you can really get you into the action. So take us through it, please, Billy.
Well, I mean, the colors all look great, and the finish of this camera is beautiful. Look at that front, very shiny metallic look to that camera. So again, looking at the front of this camera, as you can see, you have the flash. On the front, you got a little microphone there, allows you to record audio during your video. You got the little LED light here that kind of shows up when you have the self timer on, and counting down to 5 seconds, starts to blink 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of course, Greg mentioned uses a Fuji 8 times zoom lens, and again, we're well known for the quality of the lenses that we produce on our cameras and as well cameras, lenses for other devices. Again, the speed on this lens actually is an f2.9, which is pretty fast, to a 5.9. A little symbol that shows HD video. Of course, the camera does offer the ability to record 720p HD video. And we look at the side of the camera, of course. It is very slim styling, and that's a great thing on this 8 times zoom to have it so small like that.
Easily slips into your pocket.
Nothing on this side is pretty clean. On the opposite side of the camera, we have the strap area where you can actually attach your strap and loop that through. If we take a look at the top of the camera, we have, you can see the microphone. We have the on and off switch, so you can hold it on and the camera will turn on, of course, if you have the batteries in it. And of course, you got the shutter button that allows you to take pictures, pushing halfway to pre-focus and pushing all the way to take that picture. Greg mentioned earlier, we increased the speed in terms of the operation. What he meant by that was the shutter lag time, the time it took the camera to focus. It's now very fast, as fast as some of our F-series cameras now in terms of shutter lag. So incredible upgrade at not a higher cost, which is awesome. And on the bottom of the camera, we have, of course, the standard tripod socket that you can attach to any standard tripod. We've got the USB connector that allows you to download images to your computer. Although I obviously personally recommend people just use a card reader instead if you have one. You got a little battery door that slides and flips open, and access to the rechargeable lithium battery, the NP45 battery. And again, just matching the straps, you can put that in. And of course, it's included, so you don't have to buy any batteries at all. And there's also room for the memory card, and this camera uses the SD card. It is another thing that you may have to purchase as well with this camera. It accepts both SD, SDHCs, and SDXC cards, which more the higher capacity cards. But because this camera offers HD video, we always recommend that you purchase at least a Class 4 rated card, because if you start filming video on this camera, the card may be too slow and the camera gets interrupted and you don't get to record your full length of HD clip. It might be 20 seconds before it stops recording. So make sure you have the proper speed, at least a Class 4
or higher.
Or higher, exactly. And of course, taking a look at the back of the camera now, of course, Greg mentioned improvements on the quality of the screen in terms of resolution, brightness, and it makes it a lot easier and a better photo experience when you have a good screen on the back of this camera. You have access to the zoom controls, wide-angle telephoto. You have the playback button, and of course that toggles you between the shooting mode and playing back images. If you have the camera completely off, you can just hold that playback button down for a few seconds, and the camera turns on. And of course, you have access to things like the display back button that toggles between the different display screens. For shooting, you could enable the grid line displays to allow you to use the rule of thirds and help frame a shot. You have the directional pad that navigates to the menu. As well, it doubles up as quick access buttons to things like in the shooting mode, the turning on and off the flash, the self-timer mode, the macro mode, as well as an exposure compensation button. And in playback mode, you can also push up to do an instant delete on the image that you're looking at right now. There's also a record button on this camera as well that allows you to record videos instantly, so that you don't have to go into the menu and change the mode from a shooting mode to a video mode. So it doesn't matter what mode you're in, you can push that, it starts recording right away, and you push it again to stop, which is a great convenient feature. So that's just a quick look around the camera. Again, to me personally,
good-looking camera.
Very nice looking, very slim.
Jam-packed for features. You'd have to check for prices in your region, but I can assure you, you'll be amazed at how reasonable. The other thing I'll mention is that you may find different JZ models with different megapixels or different screen sizes. They make a few variation models, but the JZ will always have the 8x zoom. That's the common denominator, and this design that you see here. So we'll have more videos on the JZ and other Fuji cameras. The best thing to do is to subscribe to the Fuji Guys YouTube channel, and you'll get alerts when we post these new videos. Or if you want more exciting alerts, you can follow Billy on Twitter as well. So stay tuned for some more videos coming from Fuji Guys. Until then, I'm Greg.
And I'm Billy.
And we're the Fuji Guys.